Sankalp has mixed the 3 sauces as per Chef G's advice, and he's going in. Yeah? Okay, wait, let me know.
Something
It's like an explosion of flavor.
Which one's your favorite, Mauni? I'm not even exaggerating. I'm smiling automatically.
Because Sankalp is a horrible actor.
You know by the look of seasoning how tasty this is.
I know. Today we're reviewing this amazing fried chicken parlor that we found in Midtown Houston, and we're so excited to take you along on the journey with us. So let's talk less and let's pok pok po.
Let's go.
So here we are inside, and look at all of this amazing food, and of course the chef behind these dishes. Today we are here with Gurneet Kapoor, aka Chef GK.
Hello guys, I'm Chef GK, Gurneet Kapoor, and welcome to Pok Pok Po. So Pok Pok Po, you can hear it, right? Pok Pok Po is like the chicken. It's like the happy chicken that you see on the streets. It's like us, you know, the youth who go to work, who eats healthy, who takes care of themselves. This is the happy chicken. It's hormone-free, antibiotic-free, and cage-free. So what you're eating is very healthy. It's very delicious. So here we have for you a spread. We have the bale bale fries, which does make the bale bale sound when you shake it. The chicken sandwich. So we are introducing a spice dust on our chicken sandwich. We have the spice dust for the spice lovers. We have the loaded chick fries, which is the perfect hungover meal for a person who wants to be here on a Saturday morning. It has potatoes, it has gravies, chicken, kimchi. Like it's completely makes the hangover go away. Then we have the chicken strips that's made from dark meat. It's made from chicken thighs, and it is halal. Then we have the chicken bites, and we have the spice dust on it. So it's meant for the spice lover's kick. It gives you that dry, spicy feel on your throat. We have a variety of sauces here. The delicious sauce, the naughty sauce, and the yanch. The delicious sauce is a blend of a little bit tomatoes, roasted bell peppers, cashew nut, heavy cream. So it's like so creamy and like heavy. It blends so well with our fried chicken.
I'm in heaven right now, and just you had me sold at the fries, because after eating these fries, I wanna do bale bale. Bale bale. So the name is so interesting to me, because pok pok po, like this is exactly how a chicken sounds, but I've never seen a restaurant name that. So how important do you think that name plays in bringing your favorite customers in?
You know, when you think about chicken, the first thing that comes to your mind, because you know when we were like small, like when we were younger, we used to think like, you know, how does the chicken make the sound, how does the cat make the sound,
Right.
just like pop pop pop.
Right.
And it's so easy and so catchy, and even, you know, a child wants to be like, I want to go to pop pop pop. And what else would you name a chicken parlor as, like, other than pop pop pop? So we wanted to make it super catchy and super fun for the customers that we want to bring it in. And this is why the people behind the Kahani Social Group came up with the name Pok Pok Po.
About the concept, I want to ask you, because the first time that we were here, we thought, okay, maybe it seems like, you know, those typical Indian fusion desi fried chicken places, but I have to say this is the most unique chicken dishes I've ever had. And I want to ask you how that concept came about. Like, how you can't really pin down and say, hey, this is an Indian flavor. So I want to ask you, what does it all have?
To be honest, the best thing about our dishes is that everything is made from scratch. So even the sauces that you see here, everything is made from scratch every morning. The marination that we do is from scratch. So that is the reason you feel a lot of difference in the flavor, because even the cumin powder that goes in the nori sauce, or the mint that goes in the yanch, everything is done by hand and is made from scratch. So we don't believe in the fact of, you know, buying anything from outside, and then even the kasuri methi that we use. So everything we blend, we grind it here in house, we roast it in house, and make sure that it has a flavor of it. And also, you know, we wanted to make sure that it's not that overpowering, but yet, you know, it's flavorful. That's why we say our chicken is not spicy, it's flavorful. And the perfect blend of, you know, blending it with the fries or the rice, so that, you know, Indians will like it, but also the Americans like it. So that, you know, perfect blend of the sauces and the spiciness and the flavors. It took a lot of R&D behind it, but yes, the chef, he prepared a pretty good menu.
Let's talk location. How important do you think this location is for the success of Pok Pok Po? And what do you think makes it different from, of course, the menu, but what do you think makes it different from other restaurants in this area?
I would say that the location that we are in, I haven't seen any, you know, flavorful, like hot, like good fried chicken. Like wherever I would go, I would only find like a bland chicken, but with like seasoning or sauce on top. But, you know, no extra depth of like the chicken flavor. It doesn't, you know, taste good. Doesn't make the soul feel good. So the location plays a very big role here, is because I haven't seen any more fried chicken restaurants in the same lane. And also, you know, the youth that is here, and also the amount of Indians, and also the young guns that you see here is and also, to be honest, I would say that the young people like you and I, we love to try new food. We love to try new flavors, spicy, like, you know, there are a lot of cuisines that have not been very famous in the past but are evolving. So that's what
100%.
I would say, is because this area has a lot of colleges and students, plays a really important role in the kind of food that you want to bring into the market.
Okay. Next question is, what is the one dish on your menu that is Pok Pok Po's favorite? Like the dish that Pok Pok Po is most proud of? And would you recommend that to everyone walking in as new customers?
I would say, to be honest, our pride lies in our fried chicken sandwich. Our sandwich is our pride, the signature sandwich. But we have everything for everyone. Like, for example, if you are on a lunchtime, if you are here and you want to, you know, have a nice lunch, you have the rice bowl, which has rice and sauce and chicken, kimchi. So it has everything. If you're feeling a little hungover, you can come and have the loaded chick fries. If you want to have something protein rich, you can come and have the lean meat, that is chicken bites. If you love dark meat, you can come and have the chicken strips. If you like spicy, you can have the naughty sauce. If you like mild, you can have the yanch. Or if you're like a little bit spice and like mild lover, you can have the delicious sauce. So there's everything for everyone.
Which brings me to my curiosity about the sauces. I am a big sauce person. Like, I love trying different kinds of sauces, and ketchup is just not my thing. So I love that there are different varieties for everyone walking in. And I want to ask you, which one is your favorite?
My personal favorite is a blend of gnocchi sauce and yanch. And I love lean meat, so I love chicken bites. So a chicken bites with a gnocchi and yanch is the perfect for me.
Mix?
Yes, a mix
Of both of them.
And I have been hearing a lot of customers say that, you know, they love a blend of these sauces.
I haven't yet to try that. So something that really stood out to us is the packaging of these fries, which we never see, such well-packed fries. They're usually just like a paper bag or, something that you have to finish and then later the fries go soggy. So I want you to tell us a little bit about this.
So even the packaging that we had a lot of, thought behind it. We wanted to make sure that the packaging has holes in it, that the packaging is in a way that the way we serve it to the guest is we fold it from inside if the guest is coming dine in, and we fold it out like all the way if it's a to go. So for example, if you're ordering a side of fries, you get it like this. So if once you are done and you have some fries left, you don't have to come back again to the counter. You have those. You can just close the lid and it's to go. So we have like even our catering boxes and the packaging, the paper. There was a lot of thought that went behind it, and a lot of R&D, and even the cardboard is not like any cheap material. It's very premium, and we have actually got this from India. So we had a graphic designer who actually sat behind it and prepared the logo. So even you can see the Pok Pok Po mascot. We have them like in places so people can come in and they usually click pictures with it because they feel like it's so new and fresh to the market.
Chef GK, I know you've credited so many of the people that you work with, and of course a team is very important. But I want to ask you what your personal philosophy is, because we see such few female chefs standing strong like you are today. And I think it would be very inspirational for other women who want to follow your career path. So I really want to know what makes you click. Like, what is your inspiration coming from? Where does your culinary creativity come from? And what is the philosophy that you have in your pocket when you're in the kitchen?
So I will tell you what brought me to this industry. I was very young. I think I was like 8 or 9 when I discovered the TLC. And it was a new channel then, and I would just love to watch food and travel, and then slowly, steadily, I started, getting in the kitchen and trying new food. And then I was like, when I started baking a cake, I was like, wow, I can do this. Like I like pastry, I like bakery. And then when I used to like make some Indian fusion or Italian like food, and my mom would be like, wow, I love it. And then because your parents are your biggest critics, and so I would always try to make something, and then that made me choose hospitality. And that's when I came to New York, and I did my first industrial training, and that's when I liked the most about the industry is like you have that hustle, but then at the end of the day when you go back home, you feel so relaxed and so like you did it. At the end of the night, you say to yourself like you did it. Even though you are sweating, you are like you haven't eaten all day, and like you are like crying, and you have had a very tough day. But at the end of the day, when you go to bed, it just counts it that you did it. And then I kept on learning more about cooking and pastry, and I learned a little bit about the wine, alcohol stuff. And then I came to DC, and I worked in the Park Hyatt in Washington DC. And that's when I reached out to Chef Jasi, who is my mentor, and he brought me in for this concept. And ever since this place was a construction site, both of us were working on it. I'm really grateful for the fact that he took me in and he introduced me to such great flavors. And since then, I've been working with them. And the company Kahani Social Group is a very vast company. It has a variety of restaurants. So the word Kahani says story. So they have a restaurant for everyone.
And it's been so nice having you today, Chef GK, and thank you for having us at Pok Pok Po. We are definitely regular customers. This is also a little bit of the origin story of how we met Chef GK, is that I remember her walking up to every single table at Pok Pok Po and making sure that the customers are having a good time and enjoying the food, asking for feedback, which I haven't seen a lot of chefs or managers doing at restaurants. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but throughout the video, I'm the one saying customers and she's the one saying guests. So I think that speaks a lot about the hospitality here, and it means so much to us that you came up to us that day, made sure Advait was enjoying his fries. Advait, and I remember him enjoying these bale bale fries to an extent where there was fries all over his shirt. But that's right. But we love that there is no kids menu and we could feed him everything straight off of our plates. Where do you see the future of Pok Pok Po? Like what do you see the food scene evolution looking like in the next couple of years for places like Pok Pok Po?
So we want to make Pok Pok Po as a franchise. We want Pok Pok Po in like every city, and we should, Pok Pok Po should be the new fried chicken partner. And that's what we are making it.
And you guys heard it here first, okay? Because Monica, Sankalp and Advait are here before this becomes a franchise. But we do believe that you are definitely, a part of a wonderful restaurant and which is going to reach new heights of success. And we wish you that continued success. We also want to ask you to mention everyone's names who made this possible, and people behind the scenes who we don't know about.
So shout out to Chef Jassi. He's been the mastermind behind this, behind Pok Pok Po, and all other restaurants that the Kahani Social Group has. And the Kahani Social Group, the owners Preet and Supreet, and of course our kitchen team and the front of the house team. I want to give a shout out to all of us.
Bye, Chabi.